This is the smallest shovel you'll possibly ever see. This video is not about this shovel, but the car it comes with. This is the LDARC R01 1/64th scale radio control car. This little tiny shovel. I haven't actually worked out where to put it yet, but I think it's going to need to be secured somehow. This is a fully digital proportional radio control car from LDARC. It has a tow hitch ready to go. It charges underneath with USB-C. It's got a bind button and a switch that is not just a power switch, but that's one of the things it is. A fully functional spare wheel and no interior. Now it does come with a bunch of stuff. You might recall this is not the first LDARC we've looked at on the channel. This comes with the same CT03 radio transmitter as the 143 scale that we looked at not too long ago. And it includes a beautiful trigger and wheel that has a fabulous weight to it. I really like this radio. It's USB rechargeable as well, and while you don't open it, it'll have an 18650 battery in it. It turns on the side, and you've got a few options here, but it uses a beautiful little OLED screen with multi-functional buttons. So we're going to turn the car on by just holding down the switch button. Flashes for a sec and then she's on. So we can hit the lights, and you've got them on, and you want high beam, you can hold down that extra button there. When you turn, you've got indicators, press D. Now it's independent of that, and you can still hold down your high beam, so otherwise you've got flashing lights. When you're going forward, they're just lit up, and then when you brake, they light up, and then reverse, and you get white. It's very good. Forward just has the indicator and the headlights. I've currently got them turned off, so when we press the indicator button again, which is D, now we should have indicators, and that goes for both sides. And it's just the front and the rear, there's nothing on the side. And when you're driving, yeah, we can hold down E and get high beam. So that's the sum of the way this car works. It's proportional steering, which means you can turn it a little or a lot. And you'll notice I'm filming in my car because this is really a car dashboard vehicle. My only problem with this car is that it's actually very fast, and it's only rear-wheel drive. This is my biggest disappointment with this car, because as a kid I always hoped for a matchbox-sized car that could do driving, and this thing does it. But the problem is it's too fast. We can still drive around here, and I've got some B-roll here I can show you as we drive around with some cones and whatnot, but it's geared in such a way that she's actually quite a lot faster than what you see here. It is possible to get it up some steep stuff, possible, with a runoff. And I'll even add, by the way, you see it jumping around, right? It's even got some suspension. Now on the back it's like it's very loose, but there is a spring in there. You can see that it's just a friction shock. Let me see if I can get the angle right here. So there are springs in here, right, on each side, and the front has its own independent springs. The car even, it's even got like a damper type system. The car even comes with spare parts for that, actually. It comes with the rear assembly, which has the little springs that we're talking about, and the front. And on that shaft, you've also got a snorkel here as well to go with the shovel, which, if you're not careful, you'll lose in the first 20 seconds while you're doing a video intro about it. I snapped the handle of the shovel. I snapped the shovel in half. Oh man, you've got to be really careful with this stuff. It comes with a spare trigger that has a different angle on it. Oh, this one's smooth, and I don't know why it comes with a spare one, actually. Doesn't look like it's any different. And it comes with spare dampers there for the front. So we've got a car that has a bunch of spares. Now I 3D printed a bunch of little cones, and I can link them, but I just got them off Thingiverse. I didn't design them. And yeah, I love that it charges on USB-C. It is really a fast car, not a slow car. Here, we'll put it on the hood and you can see. It's a decent little manual this thing comes with, and it's got a full fold-out page in English once I get to it. Here we go. The main things you're going to use are the radio, and also there's a daily car maintenance thing. There are 2 screws underneath this one at each end, which is what the screwdriver is that it comes with is for. The whole top will pop off. In fact, we can do that now for maintenance and cleaning. Now, if you have animals at home and you're using this at home on the floor and you haven't cleaned the thing, well, that's going to be worth doing. I'm just removing both the screws here and we'll have a look at it. While I'm unscrewing this, I will say the thing's a little bit fast. You saw on the hood when I drove it just now. She isn't slow. I wish it was geared a bit lower because something this size would be fun to actually drive around outside. There we go. So the shell's off. This didn't come with a spare shell. Now the larger 143 scale that we looked at did, but everything is modular and you can actually connect the battery, motor and servo to this board. So the board itself is replaceable. I'm going to go as far as saying this thing can probably be waterproofed, because if you get conformal coating over that main chip, I think you're probably good to go. There are smaller screws for further disassembly, and I bet you if we're careful we can put a higher turn motor in here. We might even be able to change the gearing. I haven't looked into that yet, but that would be the place to look. Now I like that it's all board mounted and it's all on this one little red PCB, so that makes this thing actually quite flexible. And the size of the battery is 95 milliamp hour, 3.7 volts, so it's a 1S 95 milliamp hour, so small but ample, you know. I'm going to put this back together. It's just the two screws, and when you put it together it also incorporates the tow bar, which I'll do up. Now a store sent this to me, and being that we're into crawlers here and bashes, this little car may not be quite what you're after. If it is, please use the link below to get it, and my thanks to the store for sending it to me. But what I will direct you to is to check out their other LDARC cars, because they don't just sell this car. And the 143 scale, if they sell it, would be my pick for a small car to get. You can see that video down below. I'll put a link to it just here as well. If you want a fully proportional car that's just like this, with all the bells and whistles of the remote, which I really quite like, but you also want four-wheel drive and low enough speed and more torque, which is a big deal, that would be the one to get, the 143 scale. As it turns out, I've just found the perfect place to film this thing, the trampoline. There are three throttle levels on this. So I showed you this in the car, but look, maybe you can see it's better. Slow, okay, here's slow. Hang on. All right, note the acceleration as well. Not particularly fast, right? I won't show you medium because high is easy to tell the difference, but we're going to turn. She's a bit more peppy. Takes a while to get up to speed though, hey? Ultra sharp turning circle, quite stable. If you've got a trampoline, I think this actually may be a perfect course. Just saying. Now this is a decent opportunity to also tell you about the Turbo Racing 176 scale RC drift car. And also here's the X43 for scale reference. Now I understand RTR Hobby sells all of these. And by the way, here's the four-wheel drive system underneath. If you want to get a full rundown of this car, which I haven't painted by the way, have a look at the other video. That's here now. But this is the little Turbo Racing thing, and I reckon this might be the right place. I'm just gonna, he's charging right now, right? There's a little thing under here. I'm gonna turn charge off. The LED's gonna turn off. There we go. We pop it off the charger. Come on, there we go. There's the charging port. Here's a switch to elevate it, okay? And you can turn it from off to charging to on. And the switch for this little guy with its very hard plastic tires is underneath. There's a gyro in here, so we'll turn him on. Leave it down. It's got full light kit and everything. All right, here we go. I don't know if it's got, see that wobble? That's glitching. So what we might need is, we turn down the gyro somehow. I'm guessing it's SVC. It's turned right up. So if we turn it right down, let me just see if I've got any gyro. No gyro. Okay, good. So SVC does your gyro. We're going to turn him up a third. This might be the wrong surface for it. And also note that I'm not into drift, so I can't really tell you what's going on there, but look, I will at least say, here's the size difference for you, if nothing else. I'm the wrong channel to talk about drift, I just thought I'd pull it out to show you. Lousy demo, I agree. But there you go. 176, 164, and 143. That's your size difference. And I think you can find all of these guys on RTR Hobby. My personal pick is actually the X43. I like this. I bought this myself. I bought this guy too actually, but they sent me this guy for review. I didn't pay for it, and look, it's fun on this surface. It's got really grippy little rubber tires too, and I'm a fan. The 164 scale might be good on a pool table, dining table, the hood of your car while you're waiting at school pickup, but just be aware it is a low torque motor and it is a little bit fast for its own good. My thanks go to our channel members. Here they are, the RC-TNT Scratch Build guys. Thank you so much for your support. Throw me a like if you got something out of this video. See down in the description below if you'd like to know more about this cute little car. And I'll catch you next time on RC-TNT. Thank you so much for watching.